The narcissist's antics round birthdays and the holidays. Oh my goodness, guys, the similarities, the antics that they get up to for occasions, the drama, and troublemaking and unpeacefulness, if that's a word, that narcissists cause for occasions is incredible and so similar. So from my own personal experience and from experiences garnered through coaching and the channel, we're going to give you these examples and see if any of these examples resonate with you in your own particular situation, past, present, and to help you ascertain, along with all the other behaviour patterns, as to whether your particular person falls into the category of possible narcissistic personality disorder. So if any of this resonates with you, don't forget to leave in the comments your examples, because it really helps others in the community identify that if they can see a pattern, and I'm not speaking about a one-off, my ex did this like last Christmas. You know what I'm talking about. If there's a pattern, if it's consistent, if the person that you're looking at and trying to make your own diagnosis of, if it's consistent, then this may be helpful. So we're going to start off with birthdays, and we're going to start off with the narcissist's birthday. Now, the narcissist will expect you to put out big time for their birthday. And even if they say to you, no, I don't like any fuss, whatever. If you miss the narcissist's birthday, or if you take them at their word on that, you're going to get a lot of punishment, subtle punishment over the coming days and weeks. It's going to come back at you. Even in a year's time, you're going to be told, well, you didn't do much for my birthday, did you, last year? So also, it does depend on what stage you're at in the relationship with the narcissist. So if you're in the beginning phases and you do a lot for the narcissist's birthday, and normally empathic people really do like to spoil others and treat them and do, really put out and spend money and spend time and spend effort and love on the person that they love. If you're in the beginning stages of the love bomb stages, you probably won't get too much trouble in the first year on the narcissist's birthday, because they will be lapping it up and they will be kind of lapping you around their birthday and your togetherness. However, they may drop in at some stage just so that you don't get too big ahead. That, a few years ago, my ex, well, she really went out of town on my birthday. It's a birthday I'll never forget. There's those kind of little jabs that may be jabbed at you, even though you couldn't have done more for the narcissist, to kind of keep you in your place and not let you get carried away with yourself, that it's all about the narcissist on the birthday, and having to give you too much gratitude irks the narcissist. Then it's your birthday that comes along, and the narcissist may have asked you, well, what would you like to do on your birthday? And you would say something like, well, I don't want much of a fuss. I'd like maybe a small gathering, but definitely, you know me, I don't like surprises or whatever. So many times the narcissist will not do what you want and will have a good excuse why they didn't do what you want. So while you may say, I'd like a small gathering, this is if they remember your birthday at all. But usually there will be some kind of perfunctory mention of it. And they will usually use it in a way where they're going to get the narcissistic supply from your birthday, because it cannot be all about somebody else. So if you've asked for that small gathering, what they may do is, well, I took you at your word and I've organised for just you and me to go to their favourite restaurant. You could even be vegetarian and they're bringing you to a steakhouse. That's the type of thing they do. The next type of thing they may do is, if you've set a small gathering, they may throw you a surprise party. And when you kind of look astonished and say, I asked for a small gathering, they'll say to you, look, you play yourself down too much. I want to really celebrate you and have a big occasion. And you know you need to be pushed sometimes into enjoying yourself. And then they will be the belle of the ball or the biggest balloon at the party, but they'll certainly really enjoy your birthday party and your surprise birthday bash far more than you will. They tend to take over the occasion, pay lip service to what you would actually really like, not get you the gifts that you would really like, but it's all about them and their decisions about what you should like or what will happen on your birthday. The next birthday that might come up would be maybe the narcissist's mother's birthday or a family member of the narcissist. And the narcissist may say to you, this is such an important birthday, you know, my mother or my father or my sister, my brother, they deserve the best and this is what's happened to them and I love them so much and I'd really like for everything to go well for them. And the narcissist engages you because they're very busy at work to do a lot of the footwork, prepare for the party, etc., and put a lot of effort in. Well, the occasion will come and the narcissist will lap up all the adulation for what a beautiful birthday, darling, beautiful birthday bash you've arranged for me. You won't be mentioned, even though you've done all the donkey work probably to arrange this wonderful occasion. And the narcissist will sit there and lap up all the praise and the adulation for having arranged the family member's birthday. It's kind of brushed over and mulled over, and they may give you a little wink and, say thanks for all the effort you put in to mollify you if they see you steam coming out of your ears and you're about to take off like a rocket because you're on fire with the injustice or the injustice of the situation. But yeah, that's the way the birthdays go. Also, if you've been really looking forward to a birthday and you've actually decided this year, well, I'm going to take this into my own hands, because although I've said what I like, for the last number of years with my partner, it never really seems to pan out like this. So this time I'd really like to do what I'd like to do for my birthday. You can guarantee that if the narcissist's involved, there will be some drama brought up, some reason that it has to be cancelled at the last minute. We don't have the money, darling. I'm sick. I think I need to go into hospital. There's something will occur to knock that decision that came from you, that was of you, that was something you really looked forward to, that you really wanted and that you planned. That will not go smoothly. And this is not just a one-off occasion. This is on every occasion when you use your own self-identity, your self-authority, your idea, and you actually go to make something happen. The narcissist can't allow that because you're actually taking control of your own happiness and of the trajectory of your own decision. Remember, you to the narcissist are an extension of them. So anytime you show that type of betrayal, it's actually viewed as a betrayal. You putting in boundaries or you taking control of a situation with a narcissist. They don't like it and they will put you down for trying to do that. Then we get to the holiday season. The holidays are upon us, so this is a pretty time appropriate podcast. This is a time when it is not a peaceful holiday season for a lot of people that live with or are closely involved with narcissists or have family members that are narcissists. Narcissists don't respect other people's traditions and how other people like things done. So for instance, if you have a narcissist as your partner and maybe you've had a Christmas or Thanksgiving together prior to this, and this Thanksgiving or Christmas, you're going to your own family's house or whatever to celebrate. And they have a kind of a lovely family tradition of doing things at certain times of the day and doing things in certain ways. Well, the narcissist will not allow that to happen. And if they're not going to be too obvious about how they don't allow that to happen, they're going to cause a distraction. So say maybe it's time for the presents to be given out. They're going to say they need to do that earlier because they need to leave, they have a business call. Or they're going to be much more obstreperous and say that they're ill and they need to go home. Or they're going to bring somebody else into the occasion that hasn't been invited, that really messes up the day. Basically, you will not be at peace or allowed to have the type of tradition that you've had every year, because the narcissist does not respect anybody else's traditions or anybody else's peaceful planning of an occasion, because it's not about them and it has to be about them. They have to take control of every situation and every occasion. And sometimes they'll do it in the most covert way. And perhaps another way they may do it is when you go to the family and you're really looking forward to your family Thanksgiving or Christmas, they'll start an argument before you leave the house so that you're discombobulated, you're not yourself, you're not at ease, and they know, you know, they know, and you're not comfortable maybe explaining to your family or your friends what's actually going on in your relationship. So you're putting your best face on and your best foot forward, but you're not enjoying the occasion because they didn't want you to enjoy the occasion, because it was of you and it was about you with other people. The next thing would be vacations. Have you found this with the narcissist? You go on vacations and inevitably there is something wrong that they're not happy about. And unlike most people who would try and resolve, an issue, say with the staff on your flight or the accommodation in your hotel or wherever you're staying, you would try and sort things out in a reasonable and respectful way. Well, not Mr. or Mrs. Narcissist. They go up, all guns blazing out of the holsters, demanding that they get better, that they're used to better, and this is just not good enough. They want an upgrade, or how dare, you keep them waiting this long. And you are there so embarrassed. You're actually with this person who is being abusive to staff, who's causing a scene and a lot of drama. And you have to look at yourself as you're standing there and say, this is my partner, or this is my family member. And I, being with them, am kind of, in a way, approving that, because I say that, I love them or I'm with them and I'm standing beside them. And you have to take that on as ownership and look at your own accountability for being with that person. I know it's much more complicated than this, and that the grooming, the baiting and the triggering is very covert and subtle. And you get to a point where maybe it's the first time you've witnessed the narcissist mask coming off in public. You see, they often do this in places that no one will recognize them. So they'll often do it where there's strangers, where you're in a foreign country or you're at an airport and there's nobody that knows them except you. But you're at a stage of devaluation where they're happy enough for you to see the other side of them because they've got you hooked and addicted to them at this stage, and your mind is all over the place, and the narcissist has really messed with your neural pathways and you are in a total state of chaos. So it's interesting that they don't usually do this on their own home turf. And this comes into the disturbance of your vacation that you may have really been looking forward to. And the other thing that they often do when you've been really looking forward to a vacation is a crisis comes up before you go and you can't go, or Again, they'll use the argument one. You know, you may say have an early flight in the morning, and the evening before they'll cause a ferocious, awful argument and you won't sleep. They'll maybe go into a different room, they'll cause a lot of drama. You won't sleep and you get up exhausted in the morning, and the vacation that you were looking forward to and planning and organising really gets off to a very poor, bad start, and you're going on the vacation very tired, very unease, and the shine is really taken off it. So it's always, guys, about the narcissist, and when there is an occasion that isn't to do with the narcissist, or even that is to do with the narcissist, it has to be fully focused on them. You getting enjoyment, personal enjoyment from something that isn't or wasn't caused directly by them is essentially you being away from the narcissist's control, if that makes sense. It's hard to explain, but if it's not by the narcissist, of the narcissist, caused by the narcissist, or reference to the narcissist finds that threatening and has to put their spoke in, put their cover on the situation, so that it is always going to always be about the narcissist. Bye for now.